the technician.
Alright, man. I'm gonna try to say the right things and say the right things. Yeah, man. Rape culture is always a sensitive topic in today's.
I appreciate your group for having big kahunas and
and saying whatever the fuck, like, no.
I'm just saying, like,
no, I don't appreciate it. Like, the niggas need to calm down.
Like, they were grown-ups about the topic. I felt that they went overboard with that shit. I was like, y'all niggas tripping.
So what was like the disconnect?
That I posted it and just left.
Oh, yeah, niggas don't care about that shit. I do that in my own group. Shit.
I was like, okay. Alright. That matter of fact, we should talk about that in the beginning, but now I'm not gonna do that. Y'all ready?
Yep.
That'll be some fucked up shit, man. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome back to Social Complex. We're officially back, man. We had a good weekend this past weekend. Shout out to the baby shower. Man, it's fucking lovely, man. Y'all know me already. Peabody with my lovely two co-hosts.
You can't call me lovely.
I call you lovely, niggas. I'm a man, bro. I'm a man. Bro.
But I appreciate it.
What's wrong with black men opening up to their, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Sexuality. So I can't tell you, hey.
I know I'm a sensitive dude. Okay.
Just don't call me lovely, though. Right?
So if I see you on the street and I see you looking a little bit, you know what I'm saying, dapper, I'm like, damn, bro, man, that's a nice, you know what I'm saying, three-piece suit on you got, man.
That's
you
different.
look good in that, bro.
You better off saying, like, yo, it's Peabody here with my beautiful co-host, Marcus.
Man, y'all boys, man. So a man can't call y'all beautiful?
Don't call me beautiful.
No, I asked you that. Can a man call you beautiful?
No.
No, okay.
Telling me sharp.
Yeah.
Sharp.
Just tell me you like what I have on. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't tell me that's, that's a cute outfit, bro. Like, nah. That's a beautiful hat, Marcus.
Jordan, you looking lovely today, ma'am.
Thank you.
See, so I can say that, right?
That's cool. It's Jordan. Hey, Jordan.
Jordan got them exclusive ones on her feet. You can't see them, but she got some exclusive ones on her feet.
I told y'all, since Jay's been on, man, she's been, you know what I'm saying, upgrading herself every time.
First of all, it's not because of the podcast.
Man, she got some money we don't know about, man. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
I want to shout her kick game out. Because, she said she didn't wear tennis shoes before.
I know.
These are my first pair of J's, yes.
First pair of J's?
Yes.
Nice.
They fit good on you?
Welcome to the club.
They're okay.
They're okay?
Yeah.
What was everyone's first pair of J's?
First pair of J's. My mom bought my first pair of J's. I don't remember. Oh, no, I remember.
I gotta look them up.
The ones before, like, the last shot. So the 13s.
13s. Okay, mine were the flu games, and that was like...
Oh, the 13s then.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the 14s are, like, the last shot. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yours?
10s.
10s. Who bought them for you? I know you didn't buy them.
My mom.
Your mom? Okay.
Yeah, see, I bought mine. I couldn't get Jordans as a kid.
Word?
Yeah, like...
that was my only pair.
Yeah, so my mom was...
You're talking to a dude that had to get a pair of Fat Farms.
Wow!
Yeah, no, I had Fat Farms.
You remember the
Fat
Fat
Farms?
All of that shit. Like, I got 2 pairs of shoes per year.
You had Fat Farms?
Yeah.
I was knocking boys off for Fat Farms. Yo, like, bro, you can't come into my house wearing Fat Farms, baby.
I got a pair of I remember
Yeah,
when I thought I was a shit too. It was all white Fat Farms.
No, I knew it was all bad. Like,
I had on, like, the Car Canines, y'all.
I had some Carls.
Yeah, it has the Car
I
Canines.
had everything I shouldn't have had. I'll put it like that.
Car Canines was good, though, right?
British Knights.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else was bad? Shit. Payless Specials. Like, it was rough for us.
Payless Specials.
Once I got older and I had money.
What's Payless Specials, B?
I don't even have a name for them. Like, some shit that probably hurt.
My mom just wasn't into buying we talking like what? Early, late 90s, right?
Yeah.
When you was in grade school, middle school and shit.
Yeah.
And even back then, the J's was what, maybe 100, 110. But my mom just wasn't into spending that money.
Because you can get 2 pairs for one, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
I know what I do now. I mean, I think everybody can agree. I don't care how many pair of Nike socks you buy. When you wash them, you always lose them. Always.
See, I never found any desire to buy like name brand socks.
But they feel so good on you though.
See, I got fat ankles, so I always wear like a lot of pants.
But no, I'll go to Payless and I'll buy like the ankle socks from there because they're like cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I can buy maybe like a
You
15 pair or
You
something
gotta
like
hit
that.
up like a Ross or a Marshalls now. For
Okay.
get them on sale. Already on sale.
But no, man, we do have a special guest in the building. I'm sure y'all heard his voice already, so you know, like, damn, who is this guy? Jadon, man. What's going on, bro?
What's good, fellas? Thanks for having me.
Egos and
ladies,
opinion.
I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Weav in the building. It's always a
Oh, so we
pleasure.
calling you Weav today then?
That's what everybody calls me.
Oh, okay.
Only my close
Wow,
friends.
okay, wow, okay, really?
Yeah.
I'll call you Weav, though.
No, sometimes.
Yeah,
You do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Weav, Jadon, Jay.
Sorta.
Yeah, whatever. You know
what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Cool. But no, man, we're back. We're all fathers in here.
Yes.
All y'all came out to the baby shower, so I do
Fam.
appreciate y'all.
Yo, like it's so much history at that house, right? So I'm outside and
Watch your word.
everybody has a different story or memory being at Peabody's crib. I can't remember who was telling me this, but like they was talking about how the balcony or upstairs was like a VIP and they was just up there like exclusive. I had other stories that I can't tell in the pod. Like it was
Go ahead, tell it, me.
It was,
no. I got some stories, man.
No, I probably shouldn't tell these, but
you want to overshare?
Yeah, these are some wild stories. But no, it's a lot of history there, bro. Like a lot of people really enjoy the crib, and for me, it was my first time. So like, just to kind of, I can understand what it could have been had I been around back then.
Yeah.
And Peabody was like, "Yo, bro, I wish I knew you a few years ago, dog. Like my New Year's party was legendary." And
legendary, bro. To this day.
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy.
That was probably back in. I think Tubbs could probably tell like the better story because when you're hosting an event, you can't have fun.
You're worried about everything else.
Exactly. There's no time for you to have fun, yo. But this is when Instagram was still kind of new, but still kind of old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this
what year are we talking?
This is probably 2010, probably 11.
That's my graduation year.
Right, 2010, 2011.
Damn.
So this is when no, man, I found mine 2012.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
Because that's when the Baltimore Ravens beat the San Francisco 49ers, right? Around that time.
Okay. That's the blackout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So, this is when screenshots are now coming up on the rise. You know what I'm saying? So we post a link on IG, and other people within the Missouri City area are now screenshotting it and making it their own post. I'm thinking nothing of it. Hey, it's a party. I save my money for almost 3 months in advance. We buying alcohol. We buying, food. We doing this. We doing that. And the third, buy my outfit. New Year's Eve, comes. My mom says, "Hey, you can have a party." I say, "Mom, I'm only, inviting about 40 people to your house. Is that cool with you?" "Yeah, as long as they don't fuck my house up."
That was mom's there?
Mom was there in the beginning. Then she left because she had her own thing going on. I was like, cool. So she goes. My girl at the time, I take a shower. I say, "Hey, babe, make sure you get everything ready. I'm going to take a shower, dance real quick, get ready." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hype myself up. I do all that. I come downstairs. The whole entire downstairs is nothing but full of people, bro. It's a shockwave. Tubbs on the fucking couch.
Yep.
I tell Tubbs, get off the fucking couch, bro. Tubbs has to do things extra big. He buys 2 bottles of Homo Wet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I tried talking to my homeboys, frat brother's girl at the time. They're going through a breakup, or so I thought. While he's there, I didn't give a damn. He's in my house. Let me talk to her. I'm trying to console her.
That's what I mean. He does what he wants.
I'm trying to console her
because they had an art. Because me, like I said, you can't have fun. You're making sure everybody's good. I see they're having an argument. He leaves. He goes inside. I'm trying to console her. I see, damn, she looks good. They had a bad argument. This is my time to, slide in. I don't slide in DMs. I slide in right there and
then.
You
just said your girl was there.
Yeah. Okay.
Was she your girl at that time though?
Huh?
Is that who I think that is? The one that didn't like me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she could have been your girl at the time.
Why didn't she like you?
Why didn't she like me? Because she thought I was trying to date him.
Yeah.
Because I asked him to teach me how to play
Call of Duty. TSU too. I can't.
That's cool.
Did she have trust issues?
Yes.
I wonder why.
Exactly, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, we had 2 NFL players there. Now they're seasoned, of course, now and there. I don't know their names. I almost got into a fight with one of them at the time. I didn't know who he was. He was like a rookie.
Are you an aggressive drunk?
No, but when you step on my shoes and you don't say, I'm not. I'm a flirtatious drunk, yeah.
So you don't remember having to call me when you were leaving Gringos one day because someone thought that you were trying to interfere on their date and you got mad at him when I told you that what you did was incorrect?
Yeah.
That means you're an aggressive drunk.
No, but you know,
you gotta accept. Yeah, that's you're an aggressive drunk, bro.
Okay, fuck it. So anyway, my mom comes back home. Everything goes horse shit, bro. My mom says, "Stop the fucking music. Y'all gotta get the fuck out." There's girls sucking girls' titties, of course, in the game room. Tubbs is on the couch. My mom pulls Tubbs down.
There are people trying to fight in the street.
Yeah, people are fighting in the street.
Fam, you can't see out there. There's no street lights in that area. There's nothing, bro.
There's not. Girls are making out outside. Dudes are fingering girls. Bro, it was fucking...
See, this is what I don't understand. How could you have women in this type of environment and be wanting to fight?
God, remember, at the time, we were probably, 24, 23,
that shit has
24.
always been corny. Like, it
is. Yeah.
Titties are out, and you niggas want to engage with other men? All right, man. Whatever. All right, continue, bro.
But no, man, that was it, though. But, you know, it's the way that she made everybody leave. For us to be there having a good time, everybody left within 10 minutes. Just like that.
So I got a question for y'all. And this kind of comes from your party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go into detail. I just want to ask this question. We're going to move on.
All right.
When you shake a woman's hand and she scratches the middle of your palm, what does that mean?
Oh, that means that she was interested.
Okay.
No, she was a fuck.
I feel like only men know that, though, because someone told me that.
No,
and it was
like,
a man.
Jamaican
I was
women
like... What? I would have never thought to do that.
Like, when somebody scratches the palm of your hand, I know in like Jamaica,
the only person that's ever told me that has been a man, and I was just like, that's not something that my friends didn't talk about.
Why would you scratch? Like,
I wouldn't. I would shake your hand.
Okay,
and do what?
Nothing.
Say, hey, I want to fuck.
I mean, if I want to, then it'll get to that point. But I'm not gonna scratch your hand and send subliminals. That doesn't make any sense.
Subliminals, though. That's what we're here for, right? Subliminals.
No.
I don't think people do that no more nowadays.
People still do that. No, like
who's still out here doing that?
People still do that. No, people do that.
I caught a handshake at the party.
What's up?
And I had to step back.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh,
that's why. And I was talking to Tubbs. I'm like, bro,
who was
randomly, we not going there. But
give me
we'll talk. But no, so we sitting here and we're having drinks. You know, again, shout out to you and your family.
Yeah.
Food was great. You know,
how was the jollof rice? I
don't think I tried that. See, I'm a picky guy, so like I don't try everything. So if I could identify it, then I'll take that chance.
Okay.
Identify. So you know, me and Tubbs chopping it up, and,
I rock with that too.
And I'm talking to people. Yo, my name is Jadon. You know, how you doing? Shake a hand.
Right.
And I shake this lady's hand, and she scratches the middle of my palm, and I'm like. So I asked Tubbs, I'm like, yo, did she
just tickle me?
Did she scratch your shit? He was like, no, bro. I said, hold on, man.
I wish you would have asked me. I would have asked you what fuck me. Oh,
anyway, hey, Brian. But go ahead.
But no, man. That was my passageway to like fatherhood. You know, just seeing all the fathers there, hearing different stories, seeing y'all there. So it meant a lot to me. And like I said, I had both of my parents in the same room. That was kind of epic for me,
I think it was dope for you know, your mom got on the mic and she had everybody come up and say some words. Like, I didn't really get into these types of family environments until I got with my fiance. It's like their family, you know, for holidays and birthdays, we give out cards. Everybody reads the card. You know, back when I grew up, shit, we hand the card off and you'd be lucky to see that shit on the table. It might be in the garbage at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to kind of like see that was dope to me. You know what I'm saying? To see your friends and your cousins and uncles come up and say certain words, and like I love those type of environments. So like I did appreciate seeing that.
Oh yeah, it was dope, man. It was hell the next day cleaning up, but it was dope.
I can only imagine.
We had a shitload of liquor left, bro.
Did y'all?
Mm-hmm. Somebody was supposed to take care of the alcohol. They fucked that job up, so people thought that there was no more liquor. Bro, we had at least 10 more cases in the garage.
Fam, y'all had the bottles of
it didn't run out. That's what
but people wanted like the like top notch liquor. You know what I'm saying? We still had some, but they were all in the like garage. We're not gonna post everything all at once.
You see me, I'm over there. I'm pouring lightly. Like, all right, let me just...
Nah, we had a shit ton of liquor, bro.
Somebody was like, bro, if you don't turn that bottle up, I'm like, shit, fuck it.
Yeah. It was cool, man. But we appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.
You had I know you normally do this. You have your not your hot topics. Your what's your game you want to call it?
Icebreaker.
Yeah, icebreaker.
I didn't make one because it's Weav. He's not new.
Okay. But see, that's the one thing I really enjoy. So coming in, if I don't get an icebreaker, I'm feeling robbed.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing my job then. Shit.
Shit. No.
Yeah,
Because I mean, he's a friend to the show. He's been on. Shit, I was like,
No, it's all good, man.
Okay. Okay. Well then, let's just do one on like the freestyle then.
all right.
You good with that?
Yeah.
You good?
All right. Let me see.
All right. Cool. So I guess I'll go first.
Go ahead.
All right. Damn. Okay. Cool. I'm always good with this. You know what I mean? I'm very controversial and still, messy and petty at the same time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sometimes.
In the city of Houston.
Okay.
Who's the weakest pod?
Wow.
That's not an icebreaker.
It is icebreaker. No, we're just icebreaker. No, we're
this
is really not.
crazy. In the city of Houston, who is the weakest pod? I'm gonna jump out there and say, drum roll.
It could be us.
Egos and opinions, man. We gotta get our shit.
Shut the fuck up, man. Get the fuck
together.
out of here, bro.
There we go.
Shut the fuck up.
I have
man.
one though, but they not a pod no more. So I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You got one?
This is a serious question.
Yeah,
That was his question.
That's a question, bro. That's a question, bro.
All right, let me see if I can give y'all a real answer on that.
That's an icebreaker.
Oh man.
Now, you don't have to, say if you don't want to say, but if you do, by all means share it. And say why.
I plead the fifth.
But, okay, cool.
You.
I can respect that.
Go ahead.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, so you're flipping the script.
So we don't act. So I asked the icebreaker and nobody else answers. Is that how that works?
No, everybody answers.
Okay,
Yeah. You can answer. I haven't met one yet. To be honest, no. I haven't met one yet. In terms of, I haven't given everybody their due, like a diligence yet. I might hear one episode or two episodes.
Oh, man, copy, please.
Fine. You know what? Fuck it. You know one part that I do like.
Say that name. I know who you about to say. Say it.
No,
You
actually
said
no.
that you do like?
I do like because we were on like the show, but I don't like their cohesiveness. Right?
Cohesiveness.
Yeah. What's the girl? The pod we went to at Rice University.
Wokish.
Wokish. I like what they have, but I think both of them together, it's
It's just not your cup of tea. The mixture is what you.
for both of you. I think there's like one strong person, and and it's like shadowing.
All right,
Yeah. See.
Marcus.
It's crazy because I ran into her at the gym.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, we doing this today. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's switch this up a little bit.
But you want to go?
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta go, bro. Like
I'm just gonna ask you this. I found one online. All right.
No. But they're gonna go though. As far as the question,
as a podcast that I think is weak in Houston. No, I plead the fifth.
Okay.
And we not pussy. It's just we don't want to like engage in any kind of like pod war or nothing like that.
No.
I don't.
Because it's love. You know what I'm saying?
Every podcast has strengths and weaknesses.
But I said in why though.
I mean, it's hard to ask me that because it's like I look at a lot of different pods, right? And you could tell the pods that are like genuinely here for the culture, and you could tell the pods that are like here for the wave. And for me, I feel like we've been doing shit, so it's like it's not. I don't see too many.
But they're good. They're good.
But when you say the weakest, though, you know what I'm saying? So that's calling some shit out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like who doesn't have chemistry? Who has bad content? You see what I'm saying? Like who has bad presentation? Like that's the weakest.
Now, see, the like content wasn't bad at all. I love the content. Like I said, I heard 2 episodes. Well, besides the one that we were on, I heard like another one. As far as for that, I think for them together.
So chemistry is your issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for them together. But as far as the pod itself or them, I had a good time. I just think for them, it was, kind of shaky. I could be wrong, but for me looking outside in,
Man, shout out to everybody in the city of Houston, man.
For sure.
See that, but when you ask people questions, man, they can't say anything fit, man. Fuck out of here, man. See, that's what's wrong with people nowadays, man. Go ahead with your question real quick, bro.
I got one. All right, so we're gonna keep it simple.
Shit.
What is a childish thing that you did as a kid that you still do as an adult?
I probably, and I do this with my family. So if we go out to eat, I typically give Brand the least amount of fries. So I make sure like I get the most fries. I might take some of her fries and put them in my shit and then just hand off the bag. I used to do it with my stepbrothers and sisters back in the day. So.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah. If I ask my girl to do something for me and she don't do it, I throw a fit.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't care.
That's fair.
I need my way.
Somewhat similar to like the fries, but if they're in like the bag already, I'll normally look at the bag and then the bag that has or the pockets that have the least amount of fries. I see the fries outside the bag. I'll eat that.
I'm eating them.
Yeah.
I'm eating them. Yeah. And then when I take the bag out, the fries that have the most. Oh, these are my fries.
Yep.
These are your fries. And don't go to the restroom. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yep.
You know, okay,
Yep.
no, okay, cool. Now I got more fries. And the second, somebody who talks a lot of shit, and they have a lot of clout, or they want to, you know, send shade, you know, via Twitter or something like that. Oh, you know, you should be doing this, or you should be doing that, or if your pod had this type of audio or something like this. And then when you see their event or when you see something and it's not what it all pans out to be, it's like, yo, I thought you was this, you know what I'm saying, guru. So I might have sometimes throw some shade in there or be petty and be like, damn, bro.
You like shining the spotlight on people's shortcomings.
Yeah. only when they ask for it.
Perpetrating.
Yeah, like, bro, like, by all means, I don't care how many people come. I don't care. If your shit is good, I don't care what you do. Like, the person who has only 2 listeners every fucking episode, but when they come out, their shit sounds phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I love shit like that, but don't knock people for what they may not have or for what they're trying to work on. And then when you finally come out with your big event, and this is it? Come on, big.
Kind of like between. Never mind. All right. Is it my?
Got you.
Anyway.
No. If we're gonna do this the right way, we heard it, but no. I have ties with them too, though. So yeah, you're right. Now.
Yeah, we'll leave it alone.
I just thought about that. I got ties.
Real quick, speaking of clout and everything, y'all hear about Instagram? They're gonna test taking the likes off of your posts.
I like that concept.
People gonna lose their mind.
Who people?
Well, people that like their
Be real.
self-esteem and their quote-unquote self-worth.
Who people?
No, it's gonna hurt the
people on
people that make the money off of their followings, though. You're gonna see a lot less of the hack that 20K, you know, because they be selling their pages off and shit like that. So it will hurt a lot of like social media entrepreneurs that kind of make a lot of money off of having these followings, but. At the same time, I do think that you'll get a lot more engagement and a lot more activity now.
But why do you think they're like doing that? Is it like an anti-bully thing almost?
Yeah, it is. It kind of stems from, you know, Joe and them talked about it this weekend.
Okay.
And you know, and I kind of agree. Like the bullying thing in terms of social media has gotten a bit out of hand because at the end of the day, we choose to be on these apps. It's kind of like the spoiler conversation. Don't tell me what I can't talk about just because you didn't get your ass up to go see the fucking movie.
Nah, B.
No, listen, you're not making...
Nah, B.
Fam, you're not making money off of Facebook to where you gotta be on the motherfucking app like that.
Stay off the app.
Well, then stay off the app when I'm talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to stay off the app till I watched it.
And it's out of respect. I'm going to be on mute tonight. Game of Thrones comes on at 8 o'clock. You think I'm going to check in? No. Facebook is going to be deleted, and then I'll touch back in.
He said deleted.
No, for real, though, because you can casually check in and see your notifications, and you'll scroll across some shit that you didn't want to see. And it's like, we have the power. It's just like niggas that be in groups, they want other people kicked out. No, block the motherfucker. You have the power to do all of this shit. Help yourself.
So you had somebody get on you about, you said something
Fam,
about
I said rest in peace.
Come again?
But that's what I'm saying. I was talking.
If this man spoils Endgame, the whole episode is out the tank.
No, but I won't spoil. But I'm talking to my homies about it, and it's like
it's been out a week though.
There you go.
I'm waiting for all the kids and for everybody, like you know,
They have
to
so
see
many
it.
Yo,
I tried to see it Friday and it was still sold out.
But don't go on a Friday. You had a whole week. You
got
can
a
go
whole
on
week.
Tuesday.
No, but I tried to see it when I was off on a weekday.
Tuesday.
And this was like earlier during like the daytime, and it was sold out still.
If you have a Fire Stick, they have a quality copy out there already.
So
720. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can watch it, but it's like don't tell me that's selfish of you. You want to stop my conversation because you can't help yourself but to get on social media. And you're not cashing no checks. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, miss me with that shit.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm a little bit irritated about that this week.
Okay. Like I said, y'all.
See, here's my problem with that though.
About what?
With
the
what you said. No,
okay.
Before I saw it, I was on IG and I was looking at it was like a football post, right? About football. Matter of fact, it was about they released the new Madden cover. And so I was looking in the comments and somebody posted the end in the comments of the Madden post. Like people was like, like that, how trifling can you?
You have so many clout chasers though. So it's like to a degree,
clout.
It's you just gotta alleviate all. It's like when Power came out. You know what I'm saying? And 50 was leaking episodes and Cash was catching shit when Raina got killed. You know what I'm saying? I knew about that well before the episode came out. I have to be mindful of these type of characters now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as much as it sucks to want to go like one of Peabody's ridiculous ass post or whatever the case may be, I gotta take myself away from that. Otherwise, if I see it, it's my fault.
Speaking of clout and like posts, I posted a post a couple of days ago. I posted it on 3 high-profile podcast groups. Posted on Egos and Opinion.
Thank you.
Posted it on Social Complex Podcast, and I posted on Click the Comments podcast. Shout out to the ladies. They're in Houston, of course. They came out to the brunch, of course, as well. So it's not so much about the podcast groups. It's about the one, like the post, and then 2, the clout. I can't pronounce this. Andraya, right? That's her first, or it's the person's name. The person's name, and Andraya, correct? Okay. So Bleacher Report a couple of days ago posted an article about a transgender track star, Andraya Yearwood, is fighting for her right to compete. And then in quotation it says, well, what like she said, because they do not want me to run, I have to run harder. So I cropped it out, posted in all 3, groups, because those are the most active groups that I'm in or part of, that, you get to see different people's opinions and like perspectives on life and just situations. I'm at work when I post it. So we're going to talk about, of course, the clout and also talk about the topic, of course, at like hand. Because some people think that it's fair and some don't. But for you to, let me ask y'all this. When y'all post any article, do you automatically reply to your own shit?
No.
I always hate the my answer is in the comments people. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause if I have an opinion about something, I'm going to set that tone immediately.
Yeah.
Unless I feel as if I could sway the masses with my opinion. So sometimes I'd rather just drop that shit off and then let the people talk, and then I'll come back and then I'll engage. You know what I'm saying? So I typically don't.
Okay. So for you, your group was cool with it. Very mature, which all groups are mature. But in terms of automatically it happening, people gave their opinions. Yes, no, maybe so. Same thing for Social Complex. Click the comments, It was like that as well. A couple hours go by, I'm getting attacked. Oh, you're doing this shit for clout because you didn't make a comment, or you post on there because you knew it was going to do this and that and that. Yes, I did know it was going to cause an uproar, but we're having conversations. This topic is going to be a everyday conversation now. Now you have gays and transgenders on movie scenes now, because back in almost 20 years ago, we didn't have this every day.
They're in commercials.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a common thing now. Why can't we talk about it?
I think, and we talked about this offline a few different times. You have to recognize who you are, right? So you're Eric Peabody. You're a lot more active than any of us in social media groups, And to those that are growing, like Click the Comments is a new environment, right? New group. I think it opened up in March or something like that. So It's a lot of camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? People want to see these groups do well. They feel attached to the podcast and their growth. I saw this with E&O. You saw this with Social Complex. So when you have such a prominent figure like Peabody dropping off information in these different groups. Now, mind you, if we're a member of these different groups, we all see one big ass post of Peabody dropping this shit off everywhere else. So it could be perceived as if you're kind of using your power, your voice, your face to get this interaction to use it elsewhere.
Okay.
And I only say that because I've had this conversation about other podcasters in my group. And it's like, look, if anybody wants to, like, I'm here for the opinions.
Tune in to Mogul Squared Media on the UML Podcast Network, where you can catch your favorite podcast on all major streaming platforms: iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and many more. You can find a full listing of all our podcasts on our website, Urban Mogul Life, where we create the content and you create the lifestyle.
You're a podcaster, don't post in my shit. I just tell niggas not to post their own shit in my shit, especially without bigging up my shit beforehand. You know what I'm saying? It's a respect thing. I won't come in his group and drop an E&O link. Never will. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's a part of that episode. But even still, I'm going to come run it past him. You know what I'm saying? So when I see, like, so the casual individual can see somebody like Eric, and it can't come off that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a matter of me agreeing. I just understand it because I've had these conversations about other people.
Yeah.
So, and that's the biggest thing, bro. It's like, you can't expect non-podcasters to understand or appreciate how podcasters move. We just want to see the different opinions. We understand that these are 3 different environments, and we're going to get different responses each and every time.
Exactly. Because each group is all different.
It's all different. Exactly. They don't understand that. And we can't fault them for not really understanding. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Now, besides the clout, now, how do y'all feel about Miss Yearwood, her situation? Should she be allowed to run with the women? Or do you think they are, a lot of people said they should have another category called other running?
Nah.
That's
wild.
So
I'll be honest though. No, these comments were in there.
Right.
It depends, man. It's like, okay, so I don't know any transgenders, so I can't really ask these questions to understand. To my understanding, this individual was once a man, now transitioning into a woman, correct?
Yeah.
So unless during her transition, her abilities or strengths as a man were diminished to mirror those of a woman, then I can understand her, being able to run with the women. But at the same time, she's still a man. You know what I'm saying? She's built as a man. She possesses man strength. You know what I'm saying?
There are some women that can still beat men who are women still.
That was going to be my argument was, okay, if she transitioned into a woman, then let her run with the women, because that doesn't mean that she's necessarily going to win. I think a lot of people, it's all about the optics of when they see her on that track, they automatically know, wait, that's really a man, right? And they're gonna get mad because if she wins, they're gonna say, oh well, that's really a man. That's the only reason she won. And I think it's all about the optics for a lot of people.
Are hormones involved?
That we don't know yet.
I
believe so. Yeah, I believe so, because
you have to go through, like, and I'm not an expert, but like hormone therapy if you're going to transition from.
Explain that. I'm not understanding that part.
So, like, if you're transitioning from a woman to a man, you're going to take testosterone. So you'll be given, like, I know someone I went to college with, and for the longest time she was a lesbian. She dressed like a tomboy, always wore men's clothing. So a couple of years ago, she decided that she wanted to transition. So she got her top surgery, removed her breasts. So she had, like, she could wear a shirt now and look like a guy. And she took testosterone. And if you did not know her before, you wouldn't know now that she was born a woman. So I think it depends on if they're taking their hormone, if they're doing hormone therapy.
But see, my only issue with that is that, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Peabody transitioned into a woman, right?
First of all, can we use somebody else?
Fine. Any guy transitioned into a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And let's say that we were unaware of this transition.
Mm-hmm.
This guy looks just like a woman. We could
Mhm.
not tell.
Yeah.
Jordan decides to fight this woman and gets knocked the fuck out. Now we discover that at some point she's a man. The
Yeah.
energy is a bit different. That's my problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because she still possesses that grown man strength. And I'm not here to say that women can't beat up guys, because 8 pounds of pressure knock anybody out. But at the same time, there's a clear disadvantage in this process.
Right.
That's my issue.
Yeah.
That's like, have you
it's a
ever
fine
seen
line.
Amaya Scott?
Yes, I'm familiar with who that is.
And if you didn't know, would you know?
I wouldn't.
Who?
Amaya Scott. Google it.
Yeah.
But does she pack a punch?
I mean, I don't know. Like, she's from New Orleans. It's like, I've seen her. I saw her on campus
She
before.
dates a guy.
Well, yeah, but before
Yeah.
she
Oh, you
did
went to
her
school with
work.
her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, she would visit campus. She didn't go there.
Okay.
But before she was there, like, if you didn't know who she was now, and if she wasn't as open and as honest with her history now, I don't think people would know. She's just a pretty woman.
But still, do you think it would be fair if she had a fight with a woman? Like,
That's a
Because
whole
of
other
because
topic,
of
see?
well, but
but
because
it's still
of
competitive.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, but because of her stature,
Mhm.
maybe like we're the same build, realistically.
Okay.
So I think that matters.
And that's why I use Peabody as an example. You
Like-
could be like a thick chick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Say, bro. Say, bro. What thing we not gonna? Hey, he talk about me saying beautiful. He called me a thick chick. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Hey, you see what I'm saying? Hey, you say, B. What the
They
hell?
call you a thick
He
chick.
said thick chick. Come on, B. Get the fuck out of here. But I can't say beautiful. Say, bro, if you was a girl, man, you be a thick chick, bro. Really?
He's got some
How
nice
that
eyes.
but you would.
Oh man, yo. But no, okay. So let's take things a little bit, further. Then, she's now running as a woman. Used to be a man. If she competes, now we have to take it a step further. Now there's going to be different athletes in different areas, as far as basketball, volleyball.
that's what I'm saying.
If they're-
Joanna, man.
But no, if they're competing now you have to pay them accordingly. If you're competing with the men, I need this pay up too, though.
All right, that's gonna come. Yeah, for
No,
sure.
but it hasn't come yet, though. Women who play basketball have to play all year round overseas after the WNBA is done. They're like stale ball.
Yeah, Breonna Stewart tore her Achilles playing overseas.
But
for
she's
them
not
to-
in the NBA. That's what I'm saying. So if
if she's competing with men in the NBA,
she's gonna get an NBA salary.
she has to.
They're not
Yeah,
gonna
of
give her
course.
less than the veterans minimum because she's a woman.
Of course.
Okay, so y'all think that's fair then?
So does she run professionally, this Yearwood?
Right now I'm looking. I know she's from Connecticut.
Is there a picture of her?
Yeah, you want to see it or see her? I'm sorry, I ain't trying to get cussed out.
Okay. Yeah, she got to run with the fellas. I'm sorry. I'm standing on that piece.
You think she has to run with the men?
Yeah, for sure.
You seen her before?
Yeah, I've seen her. Yeah.
Because even at that, like I know women that are like faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not just run with the men. Like that's
Run with
But
the
see,
men.
again, it goes back to the optics, because it's now you're creating a whole nother issue of why if she is claiming to be a woman,
Mhm.
right? Then why are they making her run with the men? Then they're gonna say it's discrimination or something, right? I
So
think-
many factors.
Yeah, it's so many factors that either way you go, you're gonna get pushback. People are gonna be pissed off. It's just
We live in a society.
I get why you say it.
Yeah.
But like in my stance, I let her run with the women. You know.
Now this was a big issue with restrooms.
Yep.
To
How
this
did
I
day,
don't understand the restroom thing.
to this day, me and
Yeah.
you worked at an establishment where we had these type of situations. No,
I mean, realistically, the restroom in your house is for what? Everybody?
for everybody
Okay.
in the house. In the house, keyword is house.
And you
The
go
only
one person
time I
at a
think
time.
Yeah.
only time I think it matters is if there are kids involved.
At a
and
workplace.
at that time period, then it needs to be a family
At
restroom.
a workplace.
I mean, at a workplace, I don't think it matters.
So if a transgender woman a woman goes to a woman's restroom and a woman goes up and she has to use the restroom really, really bad on that floor
Mhm.
to the point where she has to piss herself, she can't go in the men's restroom. And there's
I
only a
use
men
the
and
men's
women's.
restroom all the time.
Yeah, I was just saying
No
you
line.
involved,
Probably.
and they was holding up our line.
But you would ask. But you would ask though, right?
No, if I got to pee and the line is too long, I'm gonna go into the men. I go when I have to
and a
go.
guy's not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
You
women
be
can
surprised.
do that. I've been
Most guys do.
I've been to plenty of clubs.
They do it on some fly.
And I mean, not like a
Yeah.
bathroom where it's like a whole bunch of stalls, but like
Okay.
a bathroom that's designated for.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we don't expect you to be.
No, I'm not. I don't want to go in.
So you won't go inside like Prospect Park. I need to go to the restroom real quick.
No.
Okay.
I'll
But
wait for
women
that.
have done that.
Yeah.
When it's like super packed, right? The women's.
If
line
I've been
is
drunk
always
enough
long,
and there's no line, then I would have gone.
I wouldn't go inside the
Honestly.
Prospect Park men's bathroom anyway to use the restroom. It's just dirty.
It is. It is gross.
If you got and women, y'all have to squat, yo. So
Yes.
I'm like, nah, you don't want to go in there, B. You might as well go somewhere else. So we all can agree. Well, you understand we're no, then, correct?
I mean, yeah, I'm saying if you're a man, you've been identified as a man, and if hormones do not diminish your abilities as a man, then run with the man. Now, again, this is me not being educated on hormonal impacts. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I'm gonna say stick with the guys.
Because my only thing is about the pay structure, yeah. If you're running, or once she enters that realm, now since she's running with the women, and let's just say she does go professionally or whatnot, she's technically still a man, correct? Technically.
Well, people will listen to this and say, no, she's transitioned.
Biologically, yes. Physically,
No.
at this point, no.
So let's just say if she's running and she was a pro athlete and she was getting paid a certain amount as a man, now she goes down to the woman. Does her salary drop as well, or do you keep her salary the same?
I mean, you have to fit within the pay structure. I can't be at a company
but
making
my whole
$80K and then going somewhere else where the highest paid is $70 and expect to go in and
so
make $80.
if people see that who are actually women, or correction, not actually, but like born a woman, hey, if she's getting paid this much, my shit is to be up to then, right? Automatically, no. Why?
No. So just so I'm understanding. So to me, I'm confused because if the men are making more money and she's capable, go to where you can make the most money. Now, if this is just about winning and having the ability to compete against your own, then of course stick with the women. But if this is a financial thing, what's the complaint? Go make more money with the guys.
But you just said that don't change her structure because she dropped down.
I mean, that's what I'm like. If let's just say she has a salary working with the guys at $100K per race. Okay. Now women are capped out at $75K.
Okay.
In the event that she decides to run with the women, she should be capped out at $75K as well. You don't get that option.
Yeah, so then she'll lose that.
She's identifying. She's identifying as a woman. She's running.
But where she fights that then, and then she wins.
There's no fight.
I don't think she would have.
She would have to fight
stand on.
Why would she have to fight it? You made this decision.
You're right.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. She doesn't
make
have
the
a ground
decision
to
as
stand
far as
on
body wise, but to go down, you
fam, you take what's taking place now.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So you wanted to change your body. You wanted to change, your gender affiliation. I'm not sure what the proper term is for all of that, but you wanted to change that. You have to deal with these changes.
So then why can't we have the conversation about equal pay? So why would it matter?
We could no. So that's my argument then. It should be equal pay. If she goes down, so she bump it up. Don't bump her down.
The
right?
reality is there is no equal pay. I can't be married and still want to live a single life.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I can, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you have to deal with the consequences of your actions, and you have to calculate all of this and deal with it accordingly. That's it. You have no complaints at this point. You wanted to be a woman, you have to deal with women. White man, you want to know what it's like to be black? You can't go be black and then want to be treated as a white person. No, you take everything that comes with it.
That's a
whole different conversation, but I mean, it aligns.
It aligns, but my whole point is, it's a
that's for you.
Okay,
bro,
I appreciate it.
That's for the guests, man.
Listen, man, I asked. I'm a guest. I can't act as if I'm a A mic. I'm an A mic, but I can't.
No, man, it's just one of those things where, like you said, pay structure has to be equal, correct?
Yeah, it should, and then you wouldn't be having this conversation.
So do you drop her to $75K, or do you put everybody who's a woman now at 100?
I think you reach the cap of what your performance ability is. So, I mean, LeBron gets paid what LeBron gets paid because he does what he can do.
No,
So,
because there's a number of different players that make the same amount of money as LeBron gets paid because there's still a cap. LeBron isn't, like, it wasn't up until this last contract that LeBron was the highest paid player in the NBA. LeBron has spent years, almost a decade, as the best player in the NBA.
Almost a decade. No, he is a decade. No.
Fair, but there's been 5 or 6 different players that have made more money than them because based off the rules and the cap.
Steph was the highest paid last year.
But LeBron knows that he doesn't need to have the highest paid.
There was a point in time where Steph won the unanimous MVP. He wasn't even the highest paid player on his team.
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about. I mean, like as far as last year, I think he was a top paid guy in the NBA.
I think it's
does that include endorsements or is that just their contract?
This is just contract.
That's just NBA contract.
If we're going off endorsements and everything, LeBron is the highest
LeBron
paid
is probably
person
the highest
ever.
paid. Yeah. If we're going off of everything else, but in terms of the contract structure, you know, and especially with the way the salary cap changes and stuff like that. And this is just, you know, replying to Jordan's comment. That's all I'm saying. But you can have the best ability and not be paid accordingly to such.
Okay.
We could look at football as well. You know, we can argue who's the greatest quarterback ever or who's the best quarterback, but I tell you this, Aaron Rodgers ain't the highest paid.
Correct. Wait, like now he is though, right?
No, I think Russ might have topped that.
Russell is, yeah.
Russell
just got it now.
And that's going to be topped by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's going to continue to go on until everybody has their cycle. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So that kind of carries on to like the next subject, as far as for the whole gender thing. So it's kind of funny. I've just been thinking. We went from beautiful to Peabody, you're a thick woman, to gender. So now we bring the topic on to me and Marcus had the pleasure or like the luxury of doing the intimate conversations.
Yeah.
With Shell. That was her first event too, correct?
Unconventional Shell.
Yeah. She brought up, well, the whole topic of that day was rape culture and where we all stand.
It was like one topic was how does rape culture affect men versus how it affects women. With a woman who has been raped or sexually assaulted, how she may get blamed because of how she looked or what she had on. That was one of the other topics.
Now that actually not triggered me, but it got me to where I want to say more. But you know how you're not really
pick your spots.
Exactly. Yeah, pick your spot. So nobody deserves to be touched no matter what. No, I don't care. You can go out in the sundress with no drawers on. By all means, it doesn't give me the right to grab your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Right.
Now, what I will say, if you're in like a relationship and you see your significant other leaving the house, if I see my girl walking out the house with a sundress on and no drawers, I'm going to correct her. Yeah, like, nah, B, put on a thong or put something on. Put some damn grandma panties on. I don't give a damn. But you're not leaving the house on butt naked, yeah, because technically, like, you're butt naked. You feel me?
I disagree with that.
No, bro, if you have on gray sweatpants and it's gray sweatpants season, my girl's correcting me ASAP.
I mean, but like I tell my fiance, I have a dick that I can't, this is part of the reason why we're engaged.
That's how you met her.
This is a key point to our engagement here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not to say
to
that,
your engagement.
But what I'm saying is that we don't know. Women could have the wrong pair of underwear. They could have, shit in the dirty clothes. Like, I'm learning so much about underwear, boy shorts. They make these panties that don't have, like, the lining on the side, so they're real flat. You got thongs that aren't really comfortable. You have all these different things. Again, I'm not expecting my girl to be out dancing to where her pussy is going to be showing. She's going to carry herself in an appropriate manner. A lot more women don't wear underwear. It doesn't mean that they're looking to get fucked quickly or looking for easy access. It's comfortable for them. So in the event that she didn't have on underwear, I just know that when she come back in from having these drinks, she can hop right on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about anything else. So no, I wouldn't correct her. Go out. Have
fun. You want to correct her?
No, it's no need.
Go ahead.
She can fuck with or without panties.
That's true.
We've all put some panties in our pocket, like. Come on, man! Like,
in the pocket is nasty.
Things in the pocket, bro. I had to pause. I guess what I'm saying is, you know what you can wear and what you can't wear at the house. Like, you know what's appropriate, bro. Like, for me, like I said, I told the story before. I got turned down at 24 Hour Fitness by like the Galleria because my jaw was showing. Yeah.
Nah, and I would have fought that. They would have had a problem.
I get, but you also have kids in there too. You might have women who may feel, threatened by that. I don't know.
So what was you wearing? A Speedo?
No, I was wearing my like sweats, but you could see like the image.
Was you coming off like a semi-wood or something? Like I'm not understanding.
You gotta get him there some content.
I feel very uncomfortable talking after men just call me thick.
You've been beautiful. You've been thick. Like,
no. I mean, that's just how it was at the time. It's
they
like
could
warm.
kiss my ass,
huh?
And I would have told them that, like, yo, like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Because just because I have a big dick, I can't come into this establishment. What are we talking about here?
Get a man some content. I think he had on like the gray sweatpants with nothing underneath.
Oh, so you ain't had no drawers on?
I had no drawers on.
Yeah, see, he had to get a man no content.
Get your ass out of here, man.
I had no drawers on. But no, B. Go ahead.
It's like, cause I go to the gym, like it be dudes in there with going to work out with just tights on. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro,
you still see imagery, bro.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm fully comfortable in myself, but just to, you know what I'm saying?
Want a man to spot you?
Yeah.
He ain't got no drawers on, bro. All right, come on, let me spot you real quick, bro.
Fam.
just tights on and tube socks. Nigga.
I'm trying to understand why people was at the gym with no drawers.
That is a good question.
But when you in my household, I don't have on drawers, bro. Like,
you're not in the
house. But bro, I have on sweats, so for me, I'm jogging. Hey.
So how do you tell? So how do you have the conversation that your girl can't walk out the house with that drawers on, but you can go to the gym with no drawers on?
At the time, technically I wasn't with nobody.
Mm-hmm. But still, so that's something that you were doing before you were in a relationship, right?
Bait with me.
Are you walking out the house to bait women into looking at you?
Oh no, that's during like Gringo session or something.
So you go to Gringos with no drawers on?
Yeah.
Filthy, bro.
Man is at the bar.
Dud, do not invite me to Gringos again.
Man, just walking around with sweaty balls.
Cotton, like, hell no. What the?
Can I just cut him out real quick, bro?
Type shit though, like no pun.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that when you're in a relationship, that's why I emphasize in a relationship, are there boundaries to what you can wear outside of the household?
No, I mean, because I think at that point, you're kind of already openly showing insecurities. My girl could come out wrapped up in a blanket and still do whatever she wants to do. Just because I look at her and say, oh, damn, ain't nobody going, like, no, she's still an attractive woman. Right. We still look at her face first, unless it's like after 2 a.m. You know what I mean? But so I'm not necessarily worried about.
Are you really looking at people's faces first when you go to bar 5015 during like the summertime?
Yes, absolutely.
So okay.
Like I said, now if I'm a couple drinks in, then it's like, okay, I might go from like the thigh up,
okay,
thigh to neck, just to kind of see where we at, and then I might, the face would be a bonus. But we're talking about my woman here,
right?
So like, it's not like she could come out as long as she don't. And even then, like, shit, you don't have to wear a bra. Like, back when the nipples was like a phase, with nipple rings and chicks weren't really wearing bras. And it was just like, that was like it was a thing at one point. Never bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm comfortable in my relationship.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? And if that's it. So yeah, you go walk out the house and whatever you feel comfortable in.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay.
I just thought of something. How do y'all feel like when on IG, Twitter, whatever, and these women that take these pictures where they're doing everything they can to show off their camel toe?
Oh shit!
Now we can see them say, "Well, she's asking for it."
Fashion Nova.
Well, what's asking for it?
Not asking for it, but it's like they're wanting a certain type of attention from men.
She's asking for it, B. But she's asking for it, right?
I mean,
I don't think any woman is ever asking for it. I think that women
it goes back to like the likes.
Yeah,
that's for attention.
Yeah, but I get it, but it's like I wouldn't want my woman just showing off the camel toe. It's like, why? Like,
but I also
what's
don't
this for
think,
Jordan?
But also attention. But I also don't think to the midget.
No.
But I also don't think that your woman, being that she's your woman, would purposely go out and do that.
And that's what my homegirl said.
And that's the caliber of the person that you're dealing with.
Caliber.
Sometimes women don't know that the outfit is digging up there. Like, they don't have visibility.
Man, they know.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know.
Bruh.
I was told that sometimes you don't know.
No.
They shit too loose then, probably.
Well, I think it depends on if they're just like out in public, whatever, you know.
You got
not
innies
paying
and outies.
attention.
You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on the structure of the vagina.
The structure, bro.
Yeah, you got innies and outies.
What?
You never heard of that?
Nah,
for the belly button.
No, for the pussy, you have an innie and an outie. You have some
Please explain
that
this.
Are you saying innie or outie, or are you just saying that some are thicker than others?
No, I'm saying innie and outie.
What's in?
In is, you know what? Hand me my
The
phone.
lips?
Hand me my phone.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you got
flabby. It's flabby.
And you got some that's out or on top. It look like it might be a sandwich with lettuce on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, that's been high school drilled, man. Come on, man.
Nah, that's not necessarily true. It's called the labia. The labia. Some labias are outside. Some
they protrude a little more.
Exactly. There's some chicks.
What he mean by that is that when you know how when you put your mouth on like a belly's button, like your mouth on like a baby's belly, and you like
a raspberry.
You do a little thing with like the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Those are how like the pussy lips look like. It looks like flabby. Like you can just place something on it, and just
Yeah.
They're like a Dumbo's ears.
Okay.
Like that. That's nasty, B.
Well, I was just saying because when those women take those pictures on IG and they're just showing off the camel toe or whatever,
I'm not dating no girl like that, B.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But I'm saying it kind of all ties into the rape culture, if I can. Like, she's posting that because she wants attention,
and guys want a piece.
And then when let's just say just for story's sake, she goes out and she starts getting that wrong attention because of those type of pictures.
Like this. Scroll down. So, like, you want your girl doing this, B? On almost every post? I don't want to know. I don't want y'all to know.
So this could be an innie.
That's a pretty innie.
You see what I'm saying? This could be perceived as an innie. And then you have... We'll just scroll up. I'll grab something random.
You got like a website for that or something?
I'm just on Google. I just Google.
Boom.
And then you got an outie.
China.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
the visuals made sense.
There you go. Innie and outie. That's all I'm saying.
My mouth not touching that. Get all type of grease. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Anyway, I feel like we deterred heavy.
So, all right. So, question. Actually, I want to ask this question to Jordan because it was something we had brought up at the event.
Mm-hmm.
Women, when they get approached by men and they ask for their number, or whatever, that like some women at this event were saying how they've been afraid to the point where they just gave the guy the real number. Because I was like, why don't you just give him a fake number?
Yeah.
And a lot of women were like, he'll call on the spot.
Yeah.
Or like I said, some women are like so afraid to turn a guy down.
So I have a Google number.
That calls you?
Yeah.
But my question is like, how? Because it's hard, as a man, it's hard to wrap my brain around that, of being scared to tell somebody no and walk away. Help me out with that.
I've been in such, men don't like rejection to begin with.
Yeah.
So if it's a stranger, you don't know what is going to trigger them. Like, I've had people upset that I've been like, no, I have a boyfriend. Oh, you can't have friends? No, I can't. Thanks. It was nice meeting you.
I'm
whatever.
still mad that men are still afraid of like a rejection,
They are. Men don't like being
How?
told. Y'all don't like being
I'm not
told
afraid
no.
of rejection.
But y'all don't like being told no.
If I get told no, like I told you,
fragile egos.
That's it. And
I got another one on the side.
It already takes courage to approach somebody, to sit there and pay them a compliment, and then to be rejected on top of all that. Like, I get it, which is why I'm always polite and cordial when I'm saying thanks but no thanks. I take that into consideration. But men aren't good with rejection. But that's why I have a Google number.
I was thrown off by
the
dudes that call you on the spot. Like,
yeah, they do.
Dude is you?
Like, I'm gonna call you right now.
Some niggas that's just like, yo, I want you to save my number so you can know who I am or some shit like that.
But you can send a text message for that.
I mean, you can't.
But the ones that sit there and do that call you on the spot, that's the first red flag for me, because that's aggression. Like, I either took your number, or I gave you my number. You don't need to call me right now. Like
See,
that's it.
I would prefer just to give my number up. And if you want to call me, then I know that you thought about me, or there was some interest there, yes. And it just makes that, conversation a bit easier. That's how I always played the game.
Yeah. I always did that too, but then when they call you with like another chick, and then if your car got Bluetooth,
that just means you're doing too much.
I'm just like, come on, dog.
Yeah,
you couldn't text me like yesterday, baby? You couldn't text me yesterday?
I'm there now. Do not disturb.
You know what? I actually like the event that we went to. I just didn't like one thing that kind of struck me wrong, but like you said, pick your when you're out somewhere else. I had to pick my poison. Like I didn't like how he said he was a teacher, and the kids would tell him certain things. He said he would go tell he would tell them to tell like the president. I mean, tell like the principal. Yeah, assistant principal. I'm like, bro, you as a teacher should be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Not expecting like the kids to do that. You as an adult.
So what he's talking about is there was a guy there who was a teacher. He was telling us about how the kids these days, how like what's a good word, raunchy kind of. They're in the hallways. He said they touching each other, and he said he would have girls come up to him, mad and upset that a boy said something or touched him the wrong way, and he would basically have, direct them to go talk to the assistant principal or stuff like that. So
tune in to Mogul Squared Media on the UML Podcast Network, where you can catch your favorite podcast on all major streaming platforms: iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and many more. You can find a full listing of all our podcasts on our website, Urban Mogul Life, where we create the content and you create the lifestyle.
A little bit, yo.
I mean, I think teachers, they can't be teachers anymore. No. There's so many different rules and regulations into how you can interact and deal with situations. So I think that a lot of these people are just covering their ass. I wouldn't look at them and condemn them for what they're not doing. I would almost just applaud for them taking the appropriate action. Like sometimes in order to just cover and take yourself away, because at the end of the day, look, man, we got families to feed and bills to pay. And my job is very important. So in the event that something is brought to me, let's escalate that to a higher authority. That way
it can be documented
the
but
proper way.
Paper trail.
Just telling them to just do it and leave it alone?
I may follow up.
Okay.
I may follow up, but I feel as if you need to be the individual to relay that information. And then I will circle back. I will take notes saying, hey, Josh said this and Jasmine said that, and then I will get back with the principal or vice principal to say, hey, I had 2 students that should have come to you about these two issues.
Yeah.
What's the status at this point?
Right.
Yeah, but you have to understand that those students also may not be comfortable going to that principal because their relationship is with the teacher, not the principal. They know the principal, they know them by face, but they see the teacher every day.
I talk to the teacher. I can totally understand that, and I think it's honestly like a lose-lose. There's been so much power taken away from our teachers today to where it's like,
I agree.
I don't blame them for taking the necessary steps to protect themselves as well.
I think that if in that situation, the teacher should have walked with the student to the principal.
Yeah.
As just to show as support. Like, I hear what you're saying. I hear that this happened. Let's go take care of this. Instead of just saying you should go do it. Because if you think about it, those kids are probably not going to go on their own.
I'm not. This one did it, bro.
That's fair.
This is me crying out for help for you. This is my type of help. Like, hey, this is me asking for help, yo. And you just tell me to go, all right, cool. I don't feel comfortable talking to the principal. I feel comfortable talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then another thing that we talked about, so like us three, like we all have women in our lives, right? We're all, in
do we?
This guy.
Do we?
So before I'm gonna preface my question and say, let's all three go back to our single younger days.
Absolutely.
It was about how the rape culture affects us as men. And my point that I brought up was about when we used to go to the club, right? You see a nice girl you want to get with, how, you may walk up to her, tap her on the elbow, maybe tap her on the leg or something. nowadays that can be perceived as assault, just like that.
I'm not gonna lie, B.
Hugging a girl incorrectly in the club, right? Like how many? I'm gonna put myself. I know I've been in the club plenty of times and walked by a girl and rubbed my dick. You know what I'm saying? I did it.
I never done that before.
I did it.
I never done that before.
Back when it was cool to like dance with women.
Yeah.
It's like, you would almost position, but you would kind of position yourself to be around the chick that you probably wanted to dance with.
Yeah. So as soon as that song hit,
school right on in, and then boom, and it's either she look back and she with it, or she moving on over to her friend.
Man, I would get my attention from a woman, and this is only because from like the East Coast, man, I had to learn the hard way. It's not how we do things down south. I would say, "Hey, Yerp!" You know what I'm saying? Get the attention. Mm-hmm. But, I know Becky and them, DC, you know what I'm saying, VA, Connecticut, they know what I'm talking about. It would get their, her attention. They would come down and we would talk. You can't do this shit down here in Houston. It's almost like in Houston, we would say, fool. Say, fool. Come here, fool.
No, say red. Say, fro.
Right. It's something she got on. So red dress.
So, like, you can't say that up there, but, everybody's comfortable in their own way of getting somebody's like attention, you know what I'm saying? So, but
men just have to be more careful these days.
We gotta be careful in general, man.
Yeah,
you can't look at a girl a certain way. We can't text her a certain way anymore.
But when did this all change? Because I felt like in the
social media
Metropolis days, anything good, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, essentially whatever. You would grab somebody by the wrist, or and you need to learn the hard way, and like, yo, don't touch me, or typically they just come on over. Like it just kind of depends. So I just wonder when did all of this become like an actual issue? And not to say that it shouldn't have been an issue then, but what happened? You know what I'm saying?
Prevalent.
Women got tired of it.
Social media has taken over, bro.
Think about how draining it is to have to think about what you can wear when you go out, to make sure that you either do or don't seek the type of attention that you do or don't want.
No more.
Fam, you just don't wear drawers.
Nah, I can't wear sweats.
I know. Listen, every time I see you with sweats moving forward, bro.
Just know.
Yeah, fam.
I gotta wear stuff like these for now on. Yeah, I can't wear just like underwear, bro.
Dog, sitting at the bar with no drawers on is
crazy.
No. I'm saying I have to wear like compression shorts.
Why? Because of your gout?
Nah, gout. No, it comes with
gout. Want to take a dig?
Gout. No. If you don't want shit showing like me, I like wearing like my Nike short sweats. I like wearing like stuff that I can just be free, where I can just swing anywhere it wants to. Basketball shorts. I don't like wearing jeans a lot because it feels compact, yo. I gotta be able to let it just come out.
Why don't you get some
So I wear my compression shorts so nothing shows, so I can be
Okay.
Like, okay, prime example, I forgot where me and Shay was at. Shay was pulling me to touch. She was like, yo, I can see like your stuff showing. But I had on regular drawers.
Why are you looking, man?
Because that's my woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wants the D.
Oh, you said Shay. Okay.
She said Shay.
But she wants to. Oh, trust me, bro. I'm not trying to tell myself anymore. You feel me?
Oh, God. That's a wrap.
It's been real, fella. Greatly appreciate the invitation, man.
Hey, man. But before we leave, man, you know how we end it every time. Tell everybody where they can find you, find your group, of course, and just find yourself and just leave like a message, bro.
All right, so we once again come from the Egos and Opinions podcast. That's at Egos and Opinions on Twitter and Instagram. You can type in the Egos and Opinions podcast group on Facebook. I am Jadon Weaver, Don Weave, whatever you want to call me. I'm across all platforms as well. And again, I want to thank all three of you for the invitation on the show. Even though we spent too much time talking about Peabody's cock. Very informative episode, man. I enjoyed it.
Rest in peace to John Singleton. Passed away this past week, man. Icon in the film industry. So condolences go out to his family.
Favorite John Singleton movie before we get out?
Poetic Justice.
Boys in the Hood.
I don't have one.
Damn. Okay. I'm probably say
you said favorite. I don't have a favorite. I mean, I like Poetic Justice. I like Boys in the Hood.
If you had to rank,
what's the crazy thing is like Boys in the Hood was his dissertation?
Yep.
That's what's crazy.
I would probably say Boys in the Hood then.
Okay.
I mean, everybody knows Ricky. Well, maybe, but then again, Poetic Justice, that's when I started liking the little, what they call it, box braids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's certain things in that movie that I can, like, relate to.
Baby Boy was his, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
Yes.
And Four Brothers. Like, John had some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
So, well, now that you say Baby Boy, I do like the little scene where he said, pick your chin up real quick. Pick your chin up. About to hit him. Yeah, so that was a dope scene, but I don't have a favorite John Singleton movie, honestly speaking. I don't. I mean, I can go back and I can recite some of, like, the scenes, but it doesn't mean I like one over like the other, though.
That's right.
Yeah. Anything I want to say?
Nobody spoiled Avengers for Peabody. He has not seen.
You haven't seen it yet, bro. I'm gonna wait till it kind of goes down.
After a week.
What's up?
You want to know who dies?
Huh?
You want to know who dies?
I kind of know who dies because like the like comic books already.
Take a guess. Because a lot of people are supposed to die.
I'm gonna just say this: at the end of the movie, this is how much I do know. At the end of the movie, you hear something.
That's stupid. You don't hear nothing.
You do.
Like, barely.
No, but there's something in the beginning of when it first started.
At the beginning of the Marvel MCU series.
Yeah, so that's so that's my yeah. So I mean that's a given. So
I'm
if
gonna give
you
you a
read comic
spoiler,
books
though.
like and you know like the cartoons stuff like that, you kind of already know.
Mhm.
And like you said, almost everybody dies because they're now starting to redo all of the stuff. But I do know at the end of the movie you hear what first started the whole Marvel thing. So if you don't get that clue, then you're pretty much dumb.
See, I wanted to see because there is a story in the comics where Thanos turns Hulk into his pet, and then he starts feeding like different Avengers to Hulk. And like I really wanted that storyline, but I thought that would be too graphic for like what we see today. But for children for sure. But yeah, that would have been crazy to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway,
I'm excited about the new Black superhero, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Very.
All right, so I'm gonna cut y'all out. So I'm gonna cut you out. Look, man, y'all know how I end this every day. Mama. Oh well, no. Before I even say that, can you please give a shout out? Oh, Rachel.
His ass should be here earlier so we could have started on time.
Can you please give a huge shout out to Shell for like the live event that we went to?
Yeah, Unconventional Shell.
Yes.
If y'all follow her on Instagram,
Please.
she's a really dope blogger.
That was her first event too.
Yeah, she put on a great event downtown. Thank you for having us, Shell. We appreciate you. Shout out to all the YouTube viewers, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Keep the comments coming. Keep the love coming. And we will keep going.
Last but not least, we have a huge announcement in 2 weeks to give y'all. Y'all are not going to want to miss this. I'm fucking catching butterflies right now.
We're going to be in a movie. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, this nigga stop wearing. You put some drawers. What are you talking?
We can't get
But no, Mama, I love you. Raina, you're almost here. Daddy loves you.
Peace.